Kicking things off with Jessica Kishner Morgan. Her dream came true of becoming an actress when she finally was cast as a guest star on Hallmark Channel's Signed, Sealed, Delivered, right here on our network. And this was your first big guest starring role for you, even though you've done a variety of other things.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit. You play, your character's name is?
My character's name is actually Ellie.
Ellie.
And she's just this girl who wrote a letter to herself for 7 years ago, but didn't actually know that it was going to come early 3 years.
So she works in the dead letter office, because that's what the show's plot is based around, the dead letter office.
Yes.
Right.
And so she writes a letter to herself that was supposed to come, what, in 10 years, it comes early.
Yes, it comes very much early.
Yes.
Yeah.
Early in 7 years instead of the 10.
Yes.
All right. And then 10 years it was supposed to say where you think you were going to be in 10 years.
Yes.
Right? Okay.
That's what the letter was, that's what she writes in there, is where I think I'll be in 10 years?
Yes.
Instead it's now
Wow.
7 years. Okay.
So we want to show a little clip of you in this. Do you know what the clip is?
Yeah, well, there are a lot of different clips. So, if you haven't,
All right, well,
I'll just remember it.
Okay, let's
take
roll
a look
it.
at it.
Is that the letter?
Yes. Yeah, it is.
Ellie, can you come out here for a second?
Ellie, that's who wrote this letter.
I know, I recognize the handwriting. It's impossible to read. Ellie?
Yeah, what's up?
These people want to ask you about a letter you wrote.
My letter. You have my letter.
Unfortunately, Ellie, although you wrote the letter, we have to try and deliver this to a Mrs. Bobby Richards.
Do you know where we could find her?
This is so embarrassing. I'm a Mrs. Bobby Richards.
But the two of you aren't married, right? Or are you?
It's complicated.
It's complicated. So, when did you become Mrs. Bobby Richards without telling me?
Since the future, Mrs. Bobby Richards is who I am in our future.
So you thought you were going to be Mrs. Bobby Richards. So do you embark on a journey now to make that happen?
Yes.
Ah, and the plot thickens.
Oh.
Yes, it thickens.
Yes.
Ooh, talk about awkward for your character, huh? Standing there.
Yeah.
How did it feel for you now that you're, because you've done all background work, how did it feel to be standing there with everybody and waiting for them to say action and you taking center stage?
It felt really amazing just to be working with the cast. I mean, Eric Mabius, Kristen Booth, Jeremy Raymond, and Jordan Crane, and the dad that's going to be playing on there.
Yeah.
Well, and I'm just so happy and excited that it's finally here.
It's finally happened. But you know,
finally.
your mom is here, and she told us that you were destined to be in front of the camera from the time you were a little girl.
Yes.
That's the passion that you had. Do you remember the first time you wanted when you actually recognized the fact that that's what you wanted to do?
Yeah. I was watching this soap opera called One Night to Live. I saw all the different acting, all the different storylines, all the different people, and I just thought, hey, I think this is what I want to do.
It spoke to you.
Sure.
Right? Yes.
Well, it's not an easy profession to be involved in. There are a lot of people who struggle at being an actress and actors in this town, but you have Down syndrome.
Yes.
What are the struggles that you have faced because of that?
Yeah, well, there are, I have a struggle with my stuttering, and I don't like to do that because it embarrasses me.
You don't have to be embarrassed. We understand
Yeah.
you just perfectly.
Yeah.
And the other struggle is having to always hear people use the R word, and it hurts.
Oh.
when people say
when
that.
people say that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Your mom is here. Sarah, as you watch your daughter go through this, I mean, it's challenging, I bet. How close do you always want to be hands-on with her, but yet have her go through this and have her stand on her own 2 feet doing it?
I do. I like to be around for everything, so Dad doesn't get to get on the sets very much with me. Unfortunately, he gets to see it at home afterwards. But Jessica, she's 25 now, so she really does most of this on her own. I don't get to go into the audition rooms with her once we're on set.
Yeah.
It's her, and I'm definitely off to the side, just watching. It's
I know it was a big moment she shared with us when she had her guest starring role. But what did it mean to you and your husband that opportunity came her way?
It's just been amazing.
Here we go.
Okay. It was amazing because Jessica's been auditioning for years, but people wanted a different look, a different character, you know, in other roles. And so this one, finally, it was the executive producer, Joel Rice, who happened to be doing the casting. We didn't know he was executive producer at the time. When Jessica went in, he said that he just knew. He just knew that she was Ellie. So it's exciting for us, for someone else to recognize that and take a chance with her.
Look at you as a baby girl.
Look at that. Oh, there's a future star.
Yes.
What advice do you have for other, actors or people out there who want to act, who maybe, has Down syndrome and feel like they can't do this?
I just want to say to those that it is okay to be yourself. Never give up on your true dreams, and to just be okay with who you are and love yourself to the fullest.
Do you know how special you are and what a great role model you are for everyone out there watching you talk today? Thank you. You don't have to cry. You're beautiful.
Yeah, well,
no, you're just wonderful. Wonderful.
There's no crying on Home and Family.
Yeah, there's no crying. You know what there is, though? There's dancing. I know you have a passion for that.
I do.
I know, and it's ballroom of all things.
Yes.
Could you show Mark how to do I
I can.
Okay.
Can you bring it? Do you guys, are you ready for this?
Yes.
Are you ready for me to bring it? All right. Come on. You and me, honey, you have to talk me through this, okay?
Okay.
What are you going to show me?
Well, I'm going to show you this Latin dance called the rumba.
Ooh, the rumba.
It's a very passionate, very sexy. Yeah, so
try to live up to that, Mark.
There you go.
Mark.
Okay.
There you go. Yeah. Well, first we're going to start with actually your part.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah, so what you're going to do is you're going to go forward, the side, forward,
step, okay.
And then you're going to go back.
So I'm doing a little box step?
Side. Yes, you're doing the box step.
Oh,
boom,
right.
Boom,
and
boom,
it's basically like that.
Okay.
So if we actually dance together, you're going to have this here.
What is it?
Attitude, Steines, attitude. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So we're starting with which foot and we're going forward or backwards?
Well, you are going to go forward on this one, but I'm going to go back on this one.
Okay, so we're going to
No, we go this one.
Oh, wait, I did it wrong. Okay,
It's
go.
okay. It's okay.
I'm trying.
It's okay. Just keep it going. There you go.
Yeah, you can clap if you want.
And you have to just have the hips go.
Okay, just have the hips go.
Yeah, you gotta have the hips go.
Wow. Oh.
And that is what I call
There it is.
rumba.
Rumba. It's a rumba. There she is, ladies and gentlemen. Jessica's episode of Signed, Sealed, Delivered airs this Sunday, the 25th of May, 8 p.m. 7 Central. Tune in and check her out right here on Hallmark Channel.